Dear Diary, today I got kicked out of my first Calc 2 course. The professor's not happy with me because I didn't know we had an assignment. She told us that our first exam is only going to have 3 questions on it, and if we don't get them all right, we don't pass the class at all. I don't know what to do. I'm so upset. I need to go for a walk. Oh. Whew.
Excuse me, are you okay?
Do they just put you on the spot like that all the time?
The professors? Yeah, they tend to do that.
And so if you don't know the answer, they just kick you out?
You have Stromwell, don't you?
Yes! Did she do that to you too?
No, but she did make me cry once. She's really tough.
Great. Awesome. Cool.
It gets better.
I'm in Calc 2. This is probably not going to get better.
Alright, here's some advice for you. Sit in the front of the class, ask a lot of questions, and never commit a felony.
Well, what's a felony?
A felony is taking the easy way out. Skipping steps in math problems that you can't do without actually writing them out.
Okay. Guess it'll get better, but thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Getting free. It's an emergency. That day, I can't even imagine. Spill. I worked so hard to get into this Calc 2 course. I blew up my friends so I could study, and I hired a little nerdy guy. He was so nice, but he didn't need to do that, and I studied to do all this prereqs. And I don't think I'm gonna pass. I can't do these problems. And you went through all that trouble? I did, and I know I'm not gonna pass. There's nothing I can do. What am I supposed to do? Honey, you're asking the wrong girl. I mean, I didn't even pass high school because of my boyfriend, and he took my baby Rufus. I didn't even get to plan in a birthday party. Oh, it's terrible. Well, all I know is, if a girl like you can't pass, there sure is no hope for the rest of us. What are you waiting for? Let's do it!
Oh my gosh. Okay, you can hold different equations. Okay, basically all you have to do is are you for the equation? That's a felony, girls, listen. What is this going to be for?
I know what it, guys, I know what it is. They're called integrals. They work 99.9% of the time to help you get a better score on your test. Oh my goodness! Okay, come on. Let's go ahead. Okay. You're going to derive and integrate, and derive and integrate, and integrate, and integrate, and integration.
Derive and integrate. Works every time.
Alright, here we go. Let's add some color. Oh yeah, colors make everything better. Let's multiply some red on this side. Oh, we need some blue. Let's add some blue. Pretty colors, pretty colors, pretty colors. Oh yes, this looks great. Should I add some sparkle maybe? No. I need to focus. Okay, so we're left with this and So we did that. All right. Now. Oh, okay. So, I remember. Okay. So pretty colors. Now we're gonna integral. That looks so much better. All right. So arc length. How did I do this one again? So if I try doing the square, no, not the square root. Oh, I can do this. Oh no. That's a felony. Oh my goodness, that could have been so bad. Oh my goodness. All right. So calm down. Where do we go? All right. Let's try it. So if I do dy over dx, but this doesn't really make sense. Where else can I find this? Oh, I need a break. Oh, goodness. Hi, Bruiser. Where you going, buddy?
Well, class, it seems that Miss Elle Woods was the only student that got all 3 questions correctly without performing a felony. Ms. Woods, would you care to come up to the board and show us how you did that? I started this. I'm going to let you finish it.
Oh, okay. So this is a separable equation. And in separable equations, you have to get your x's on one side, y's on the other side, and then you integrate. Okay? So it's a lot of integration. Yes. So we have our dy over dx equals x over y. And we have this little information that says y of 0 equals negative 3. So to first start this off, we're going to do a little bit of multiplication. So we need to get our y's on one side and our x's on one side. The easiest way to do that is to get y and multiply it for this side. So we're going to multiply by y, multiply by y. And then for the x's, we're going to multiply by dx. We're going to multiply by dx. And that looks like what did it say? Multiply by dx. And what will happen is it'll all come together and be y dy, because we had to multiply it over. Now we have x times dx, because we multiplied this baby over. X dx. Perfect. Now we got our y's on one side and our x's on one side. Now all we have to do is integrate it because we need to get all these dy's and dx's gone. So we're going to do some little integration and use some pretty colors just like that. So that'll leave us with 1/2 y squared. And the reason we have that is because right here it's understood that this is y to the first power and this is x to the first power. So when we integrate, we have to add and divide by whatever we added to. So we added 1, so 1 plus 1 gives us 2, and then you're going to divide by 2, so it's just going to be 1/2. So it's going to be the exact same on the other side. Equals, because our dy and dx, they go away, so it's going to be 1/2 x squared. Now, in order to compensate for the fact that we're integrating, we need to add c. Plus c. Perfect. Is everyone okay so far? It's exciting, isn't it? It's really fun. Now, to figure out what c is, this is why we have this whole little part. It's so exciting because now we don't have a variable. So we're going to put this in as y of 0 equals negative 3. We're going to put 0 in for x, and we're going to put negative 3 in for y. So right here we have 1/2 negative 3 squared equals 1/2. And this is 0. 0 squared plus c. Everyone okay? After that, when we figure this all out, so negative 3 squared is going to be 9 times 1/2 equals 0 squared is obviously 0, so this is just going to be c. Now, c is going to equal 9 times 1/2, so let's just go like this, and we're going to have c equals 9 over 2. So now when we write the whole thing out, we're going to write it out as such. We're going to write out what we had before. We have our 1/2 y squared equals 1/2 x squared plus our c, which is 9/2. Now we have our equation, and all we have to do is we just have to solve for y. And it's wonderful because we're almost done. So in order to get rid of this 1/2, we're going to multiply everything by 2. Multiply everything by 2, just like that. So that means we're going to be left over here with y squared equals, this multiplication gets rid of this 2 down here, so we're going to have x squared plus, and the 9 over 2, when we're multiplying, we're dividing by 2, multiplying by 2, they cancel out. So we're just going to have 9. Beautiful, isn't it? It works out just wonderfully. So after that, all we're going to do is we're going to take the square root of both sides, because then it'll get rid of our y squared. So it's perfect. We have y equals the square root of x squared plus 9. Now, but this is going to be plus or minus right here because we don't know which one we're going to take. But because we have this little information right up here, we're going to take the negative. This is what Professor Stromwell wanted. So many of you may have done it correctly, but you may have, just put maybe the plus signs on my side. It's okay. Everyone has issues. So all we're going to do is we're going to end this with negative square root of x squared plus 9. And that, my friends, is the answer to that first problem. So our next problem, we're finding length of arcs. And this is the arc length. Well, this is the equation that we're using to find arc length. It's quite exciting. I think it's a little bit more exciting than separable equations, so we'll see. All right, our length equation we'll put up here. L equals the integral from a to b square root of 1 plus f prime squared. In order to figure out this problem and put it into our equation, we need f prime. I'm sorry, this should be y prime because we're in terms of y. Oopsies. Everyone makes mistakes then, so we need to find y prime. So we're going to take the derivative of this function. So all we're going to be left with, because this is just a number, no x's, no nothing involved, so that's just going to be 0. And to take the derivative, this is x to the 1, and if we subtract 1, it's going to be x to 0. So all we have left is 2, which makes our worlds a whole lot easier. So all we have to do now is just do y prime squared, which is going to give us 4, because if we square this baby, whole thing works out perfectly. We have length equals the integral. X is in between -1 and 3, so we have -1 on the bottom, 3 on top, and we're going to do our square root 1 plus our y prime squared, which is just 4. 1 plus 4, which equals 5. So we have the square root of 5. Everyone knows that, right? All right, so we have the square root of 5, and we're going to look at it from 3 to -1 because those are our bounds. Bounds. So now I'm going to change up my color because I love lots of colors. They're what get me through everything. They make me sane. So lots of colors. That's something you should think about. And all we have to do is look at it from 3 to -1. When we do this, it would be square root of 5 times 3 minus square root of 5 times 1. So we can write it out like that if we want. So we can do this whole thing minus square root of 5 times, we'll just do it with -1. Oops. Whoopsie doopsie. Alright. This is going to give us square root of 5, 3 in front, minus, and we're subtracting a negative, so that's going to be plus 1 square root of 5. And we can add like terms because that's not a felony. So add it, and it's going to be 4 square root of 5. That is our answer. Woohoo! We did it! Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so this one, my friends and I at the hair salon, we struggled with this one, but honestly, this is another differential equation, and it took me forever to say the word differential, so I try to use the word separable, but it's okay because it's usually sort of the same thing, but you're still doing the same exact thing you did with the other one, so everything works out. This one's very easy, so I don't want you to feel pressured. Everything's fine. Okay, so let's start it. So, same thing, we have two variables, y and x and y. Okay, so what we need to do, folks? Get it on one side. Yeah, we're alive out there today. So we need to get our y's on one side and our x's on one side. So what do we need to do? Colors. Here we go. Get your colors out. Colors. We got our blues. We got our reds. And we're going to show you how they go. We're going to take this that's in the denominator and multiply it to the other side. So let's just go do. So we're going to multiply by 2y plus cosine y. And then we're going to multiply by 2y plus cosine y over here too. But I don't have much room. So then we have our x that needs to come over here. So we're going to do the same exact thing. And we're going to multiply by dx. To cancel this out and to cancel this out. So we're left with 2y plus cosine y dy equals 6x squared dx. Isn't it beautiful? So now, what are we going to do, folks? Say it with me. Integration. Okay, so all we have to do is do a little integral. And we're going to be left with an integration. Oh, can you still see me? I know, I'm short. Yeah, all you have to do is you have to add 1. So this is 1. This is 2. So all we have to do is to add 1 and divide. So we're going to do y squared. And when we divide by 2, that's going to cancel those out. So we have only y squared. Then after that, what is the integral of cosine y? That is sine y. Very good. You in the back. I'm trying to be quiet about it, but I heard you. Okay, so after that, we're going to have, we have 6 over 3, because this is going to be x to the 3rd. We added 1, and we have to divide by whatever we add. And that's all we have. So now, let us just simplify. So, we have y squared plus sine of y equals 6 divided by 3 is 2x to the 3rd. But we're not done yet, folks. There's an important little thing that we're missing on the end here. What is it?
Let's see.
Grouchy pants. Yeah, plus C, like see you later, see you at the nail salon, see you at graduation. And that, my friends, is our answer. Wasn't that easy?